Hey everybody, another edition of Humor Mill TV outside the Hollywood Improv. I'm with Roy Wood Jr. Roy, what? Y'all see this? This man is never in LA. What's up, Roy?
I am here. I'm here all the time. I just live in the shadows, man.
Don't believe
I
it.
do my jokes, I go home. That's
Don't
it.
believe it.
I don't be hanging. Too much stuff happens when you hang out at night.
This is true.
Get drunk, scary stuff, people try to fight you.
I gotta ask you, man.
Yes,
You've been
sir.
on network television.
Okay.
First of all, how was that when you first found out that you were on network television? What was the joy? What was the...
Well, you know what? It was a good feeling. We got cast in the ABC pilot Dolores and Jermaine with Whoopi Goldberg and my man Jermaine Fowler out in New York. An amazing feeling to get to work with Whoopi Goldberg, and Ernie Hudson was the guest star. And then to find out 3 weeks later that the show wasn't getting picked up.
Wow.
That's just when your heart gets ripped out,
Yeah.
and it's still beating, and you can see your heart beating. But you know, it is what it is, man. You keep coming out here and you keep taking your at-bats. That's what entertainment is all about.
Right.
Success and failure, ups and downs, and I'm not afraid of any of it. So it was great to be a part of it, and if anything, it gives me motivation to keep banging.
Right, right. Well, you've been
Doing
on
something right.
You've been on television. You've done an hour stand-up. You've been on. You've touring across the country. It's some advice to some of these comics who are coming up, who are like internet comics, who are trying to break into the same industry. Some of them looking up to guys like you. What would you give them as advice to say, hey, you do this, or what would you say?
There's not really a linear approach to comedy. That's the thing that's so frustrating about this business, is that the stuff that I was taught, do this and you'll make it, I can't say it's even turned out to be true. I started in 1998, and I was taught at that time, if you get late night television, then you get a show and everything's great. I did late night television. Didn't really happen in that way. So the only way to learn comedy is to do it repeatedly, fail, and suck at it. I mean, it's no different than the whole concept of making vines or making Instagram videos. You know, the comedians out there that spend more time doing that than being on stage, they'll tell you, they write stuff and shoot. How many vines are you shooting that you end up deleting because you looked at it in post and decided it wasn't funny? It's trial and error. Getting on stage is no different. So just stay on stage, keep banging out, and don't be afraid to speak your mind.
That's pretty good advice. Now, if another comic comes up to you who is not doing any of that social media stuff, do you think just staying in the comedy lane of hitting the stage is still the way to go to make it to success, or?
I don't know, man. It's hard to say, you know. Entertainment to me is like a grocery store, and I've been in this one lane for so long. Like, this is the lane I got in, which was get on TV repeatedly, audition, eventually you get on the show blows, and you get on the road and you sell a bunch of tickets. Now I'm in this lane, and then I'm looking, and I just saw 5 more registers open. I saw a Vine register open, I saw an Instagram register, there's a Snapchat register, and you're tempted. I'm tempted to step out of that lane to go get in that lane because, oh, that might be the quicker path to success. I can't say that it will or won't. You know, I just think that guys that choose to only bang out and do shows, you got to do it one or two ways. You got to do it on the coast and be broke, or you can make money on the road in the middle, and you don't get as many reps, and you probably don't get as strong as fast.
Well, 2 more questions. First question is, you also did radio. You've been doing it a lot and everything else. What's your experience like for comics in comedy on radio? I mean, it's...
Radio and stand-up is a little different. You know, there's a lot of guys out there that do it well. You know, a lot of Chicago boys come to mind. You know, my man Leon Rogers, I think Tony Schofield's back in the mix in Chicago, Damon Williams, Ricky Smiley syndicated. You know, Rodney Perry does a lot of stuff with the radio. It's a different juggling act with radio because of the work schedule, 4 or 5 hours a day dedicated to just that one thing. That when you get out on the road, you don't necessarily get out as often. So when you do get on the road, you really got to work hard and bang out. But the money from radio is good, and it helps sustain it. You know?
I understand. Last question, tell everybody out there what you got going on and how they can follow you and keep up.
Look, man, my name is Roy Wood Jr. Put an @ symbol in front of it. That's me on all social media. Put a .com behind it. That's me on the web. I've been blessed enough to do a lot more stuff with ESPN and working with Sports Nation and USA Today Sports, doing sports video blogs and stuff. So I'm trying my best to kick the funny in the world of sports. So we'll see where that goes. But, you know, other than that, man, I got the camera rolling, webcam, web series coming. I almost said I got a porn coming. I might.
All right, y'all.
Whatever it takes.
Roy Wood Jr.
The porn lane is open, too.
You hear that? I got nothing to do with
take
that.
my shopping cart to the porn lane.
Frank Holder, Humor Mill TV, Roy Wood, thank you for taking the time. We'll see y'all soon.